Hey guys, this is Kei speaking, and today we are back in Automation for our playthrough in Gasmea with Kei Cars. Indeed, we are conquering the market, changing the culture to make those damn fat Gasmeans accept the true size of car that Florinians are so well accustomed to already. Anyway, we are continuing right there. End of episode 4 it is. And I have just signed off our entire market conquering Kei Car project. 7 different trims. Aptly named, of course, so that you know what it is. And there was one thing that I think we should be doing that was mentioned in the comments after like episode 2 or something. That is to really check out how they are comparing at the moment to competitor cars. Let's do that. Let's take a look at the city, for instance, and compare it in Helvetia. So just loading up the city, and you do this way. Sales breakdown, and then you choose, this is the car loaded up, the city car. Deselect Gasmea here, only take a look at the city demographic, and here we have the kind of forecast of what would be sold. And you see the city car variation would be, the trim would be selling really well there, and normalized sales across the board for our lineup would be 45% of this one. But you want to know what the best competitor cars are like, so let's check out this one here. Familiarity seems to be doing reasonably well, and they have a dedicated 1940s City Eco variation that is doing really damn well. 55 drivability, and that's solid. And we do have a decent amount of comfort and prestige there as well. Okay-ish safety. Practicality pretty high as well. And all the other stats. Wow, okay, yeah, that is a lot of reliability there. 75%. That's looking pretty solid. Oh, well, 75%, I mean 75. So we are slightly below that, but also pretty good overall. So we should also get that same comparison by just selecting this one and then selecting only Helvetia. And then we should see here what the competitor scores really are. So a little bit more sporty, they are more drivable. And here it's pretty close, we are higher. We're slightly higher here, or no? No, it's 26.6, yeah. Alright. Safety, they are slightly higher there, and they are way higher in this segment. But now, yeah, I think we have them beat on the fuel economy. Just slightly. 3.8 liters versus almost 9. Ouch. Should we also take a look at the delivery? Maybe that's a reasonable one to investigate, as it is quite popular. Let's look at the Gasmean market for a sec. So we deactivate Helvetia, have the delivery, light delivery selected. It's not a big market there, but let's compare. So we do have about the same drivability score, sportiness, very important for a light delivery vehicle, quick pizza deliveries. And comfort is, well, there's a bit of a discrepancy here. A pretty large discrepancy here. That is 25 versus 9. I think this is our luxury radio that is playing in. It's doing its job. Funny thing though, the competitor's score for prestige is way higher. And I think that is because they're using massive engines. This is Gasmea, so they probably put a 3 liter in this. And we are a 3 liter. That means we are at 1/10 of the size, roughly. Higher safety, okay, good. About the same for that and the practicality, and then we have slightly higher reliability score. And way better fuel economy. It's not even comparable. Almost 12 liters 100k. We're at 4.2. And see, we're not even that much worse in the utility rating for this. This is awesome. Great stuff. Yeah, just ever so slightly smaller. This, by the way, this comparing to competitors and having competitors being more visible is something that we are going to be working on in general for future patches. Well, not patches, milestone updates. That is mostly after the Supercharger update series is complete, because then we're going to mostly focus on campaign afterwards. But what would be good, for example, is that if there is a new competitor released in a demographic that you are actively participating in and have a trim that is focused on it, then there would be a news item appearing. Competitor blah 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 with a proper name has released a new hot contender for the demographic name there. I think that would be hugely helpful, just to keep an eye out on what the competition does and what its stats are. And yeah, I think that will be making this way less of a spreadsheet simulator than and more of an actual immersive experience. But yeah, it's hard to do. It's definitely not something that you just simply put in at this point, especially with the designs always looking like that. I'm certainly not getting an advantage for my beautiful design work I'm putting in. Just as a quick reminder, Frenia unlocks first 1970, so there's a long wait time still. We have to contend with just having Helvetia as our city car focused market, which still is meaning that it's tiny, because if you look here, comparatively at least, this is demographic sizes. We're talking about less than 1,000 cars a month for the entire market. So our target will be to steal as much market share as possible in that segment. Let's see what market share we are up to in that segment. To be sure this is all going to plan, we can take the city and... well, it doesn't exist in Gasmea, so I don't really have to... Oh, what? Wait a sec. How is this working? There is no city segment, but activating this does change the numbers. Oh yeah, okay, no, it does change the numbers in ways that are accurate. So total number of cars sold doesn't go up or anything. Lineup strength, yeah, it does have the demographic exists, but it has zero bias in it. And market share, of course, if you add 0 to it, it doesn't change. So yeah, that's fine. But these values will change. They are non-weighted. So non-weighted for the size. So maybe that's something that needs to be updated. But anyway, this one, we are currently at 2.5%. We are competing with a company that's selling 10 times as many cars into there. Yeah, we have a long way to go. I think I'll sink one more fuel economy into this. And then maybe a practicality? Because practicality basically encompasses all those demographics that we want to cater to. Footprint minus, yeah. I mean, we are always going to build tiny cars. So, and this is not expensive for a Gasmea, so I'm going to copy to all here. Yeah, it doesn't change much. Copy to all there as well. Didn't change anything. Maybe we do want to have even higher reputation marketing, although that is very expensive. Yeah, I mean, for Helvetia, 150k. But this is still just a little bit more than $1 million in total. I think we can afford it. I think we need to afford it. We should also take another look at research and development for our next little exploits that we're going to undertake, like engine development and such. Would now be the time to bump this one up one more so that we are ready for the 70s and turbochargers. I think the answer is yes. All right, let's do this. And maybe one into exhaust. Lab costs are going up like crazy. So this is 80k we spend here for the extra lab space as well to start a new branch. But I think I'd rather invest a little into chassis so that we always have quick engineering times on our platforms. We don't need the quality, but we do need short engineering times. And maybe another one into interior. Yep, getting up to 1 million. I think now we are set. What is up next? Well, our prototype here is almost done, and we are going to be able to plan a facelift of it to make it actually be able to hit market, or very close to. And we're going to use this time up to mid-1957. That is end date 757. And at that point, we can swap over or make a new trim that is an actual sports car version. And it could be reasonably good. But let's see about this. We are going to wait until that one hits our finishing stretches of engineering, and then instantly facelift it. What is going on here? Why did our profits go up like crazy? Is it already our new cars being present that helped? That could actually be the case, that we announced it like loudmouth announcement. Oh, we're going to make new cars. Look at us. Our lineup strength all of a sudden goes through the roof. People are interested, and then they buy the MK2. The old tit. This profit we're making is a little worrying, though. It's quite extensive. What we do need, what would cost a lot of money, is a new engine factory. How about we make one? We only have one small free, then suppose it's soon small free, sitting on a small plot. That's nice and all, but is this enough? Is this going to be enough long term? The answer, of course, is no. So what we do want to do is maybe buy a little engine factory and put some tooling into it. I think that would be viable. We can build a small free factory. I think first up we design a factory because, well, we have to do this strategically, right? We don't need the factory right away. We need to kill profits so the taxman doesn't come and steal it all. Now, what we're going to do is design a factory without tooling. Put it on a reasonably sized plot, like a large in Gasmea. Steals 33 million instantly. That's perfect. And that one will be called... I think this is our naming convention, right? The K2 large, because it's a large plot. But we are going to put a small free factory on it. Iron foundry, because that's what we need. This takes 19 months to build. And changing the tooling quality or anything else doesn't make a damn difference. But I want to test out if there's a bug involved with this. Just a hunch. And maybe if we have these sliders like this and then try to install new hardware into it, that it thinks that this is the starting point. Let's see if that is actually a bug or not, because I hope it isn't. But you never know. Some testing involved in this playthrough after all. Automation levels, yeah, let's just put it there. Whatever. And this is looking good. 59 million down the drain. Taxman, be happy. Or not, rather. I'd rather have the taxman not be happy. So no loan, of course. We just want to have that money gone. So plot costs, building costs, total costs, almost 100 million. I think that will cover our butts nicely in terms of making profits and whatnot. This is stretched out over, well, this is instant. And this one is stretched out over the 19 months. So we will have some benefit from it even next year. So sign off the factory. I hope I haven't completely destroyed this run now. We shall see. Oh yeah, there you see the factory build costs that are now coming up. We're still making big profits regardless. Quality issue decision needs to be made. This is not too bad. Low discovery chance. That's good. Definitely a quiet recall. Okay, we're almost there for the release of our new engine. The beautiful. Oh, come on! Another one! Discovery chance medium. Prestige, I don't care. Quiet recall, fine. Oof. Okay, well, it's just 5 million in taxes. That's 1 month worth of profit, so that's fine. We have taxes there. Could have been worse. And there it is. There's our new little engine. All right, let's check out this beauty. Here we go, and there is the new one. It is ready. It has insane amounts of power. Oh yes, oh yes. That is looking fantastic. I don't know why it's saying that power minus 100 there for the power density. That might be a bug, that it's showing like this, even though it's fine. Oh well, we're not here for that anyway. Let's smash out a new version. It's not a... Oh, is it a prototype still? I guess it doesn't go into any car, does it? But we could potentially make a dedicated sports car range that we put into a small factory. But we have to wait with that until Fruinia opens, because there's just no market. Ah, there we have the correct power density penalty. If cast heavy isn't enough, you can always go for forged heavy in order to get you a higher density limit. Now it is the block that is limiting. That is interesting, because that is a cast iron block. That means this is very high power density for being this little engine. And no, but we don't want to... Ooh, and this is also an unlock. Look, we have new UI. Yes. While recording, this patch isn't live yet. And I don't know when we can release it. But this one, today is Monday. Yes. So, yeah, this one isn't out yet. But it shows you how much you have paid out of your pool in terms of unlock points. So that it's apparent that you have selected something that does require points to unlock. That wasn't entirely clear before until you hovered over the slider, which has had the tech pool used for unlocks before. But yeah, I think this is a lot clearer. But I wonder, why are we only revving this to like 9,900? Oh no, this is the upgrade that we get from here basically, from doing a facelift in a bit more modern version. We can now rev 200 RPM higher, crack the 10,000 RPM in 1957-ish? Yes, I think it was 7, right? Oh, the supremely awkward DCOEs. How do you even stack those on... oh, wait a sec. No, this is a Boxer 4, not a Boxer 6. If I remember rightly. Yes. No, This is a Boxer 6. Damn it, Gilrob. Ooh, DCOEs get us to 30 horsepower. But also would require us to do a full re-engineering of the entire fuel system, so how about no? And I think I'll just add another point of quality in here. 29.3. And now let's do some balancing of the flows. They are not optimal. Alright, quite decent. Fair bit more quality in here. Don't think we should be doing too much, because engineering times. This is nice and contained. Another point of quality there in fuel system basically makes that the only thing that is keeping us from cranking up the sliders. Let's see how bad it gets. Yeah, so far not too bad. It's the family that then is really hurting. Oh yeah, cranking up those sliders is costly. Ouch. But we can afford it. We can just up the funding levels. Yep, making this thing reliable is not an easy task. We're going from minus 33% reliability to just minus 6%. It's a lot better. Still some ways to go. So you're definitely not a production version yet. It is the prototype number 2. And yes, that's correct. No factory selected. This is still a prototype, no production. But wait a sec. How many months do we have for this one to come out? Okay, we're cutting it a little short here, as you see. It's not aligned with this wall. End date is 11:56, and it is allowed to be 7:57. So that is 8 months, if I count it right. 8 more months. Now it is at 33, so that would mean 41. Yeah, this is looking about right. Double checking that the walls are aligned. That looks perfect. We head over to the sign-off screen. No loans required. Total cost 12.5 million. Let's sign it off. I just had a bit of an idea for how to improve the familiarity mechanic. I think currently it doesn't really matter what kind of quality setting you have for your different components versus the tech pool that you have, and you just gain the same amount of familiarity. Even though that shouldn't really be the case, right? If you engineer something at -15, you obviously don't care about the engineering. And that should not give you much familiarity with that kind of type of system at all. But when you are engineering something to a +5 quality standard, where you only have like one tech pool or something, that should give you a lot of understanding of how the system works and how to tune it and fine-tune it to the degree that you are doing there. And I think that should give you a lot higher familiarity rating. I think that's something that doesn't seem too scary to put in. So while I don't think we're going to put it in for 4.3, like this patch of 4.3, the Ellisbury update, this will certainly make it into the next one. So why was I thinking that? Well, you know me. I try to exploit the game as hard as possible so that I can find all the best ways how to fix the game as well, because exploits tend to show you the weak points of a game. And one of the weak points we have at the moment that is going to be addressed by what we have planned anyway, but still doesn't feel right, is that that I now could, with all the money that I have lying around, just construction. What? Ah, yeah, okay, our factory is done. Yes, nice. That I could just build a few prototypes of a certain dual overhead cam type that takes way too long to engineer usually. Just make 3 or 4 of them. I think I've done so in an exploit showing a video before. And I get tons of familiarity so that when I need to engineer it proper, it basically doesn't cost anything anymore. And by cost, I mean it doesn't take any time. Oh no, another financial year has come to its end. And the factory didn't save us this time. 17.8 million need to be paid. But look at this. I mean, we're doing pretty well at this point. Economic upturn, that will have run its course until our car comes out. I think I do want to invest into another taxman scaring factory upgrade. So yeah, let's just buy an empty plot, basically. We do want to have a new car factory. We design a factory, and then we put a... it's a large plot, makes sense. And then we can put a tiny factory on top of it, because why not? This is the equivalent of buying an empty plot. No loan for this. Just 37 million out of our coffers. Sign off the factory. That is good for not paying taxes on 100 million of income, so it should be fine. And there our factory is done. Our plot has finished construction, you could say. Ooh, factories are getting run down. Ouch. We should see some pre-orders here now. Yeah, 1.5 years in advance. But before we end this, we should add a little bit of stock here for the tit, so that we have a little extra to buffer the transition. This one is set to max shifts 1.5. Do want to up this so that we can build a little more of that buffer. And that should work out. Let's see if we can hire enough people for this to kick in really quick. This is at minus 1.8. Well, it's building this stock first. Maybe we should instead like just make those small, because we already have them, and this one a little larger. How's the hiring going? Yeah, it's progressing slowly. Oh, my engine factory is now running 2.5 shifts, so yes, it has worked. Now it starts to kick in here and reduces this number. Also because we are getting less sales now, because there's loads of pre-orders. And we are in the factory shutdown. It is getting repaired up. We could also add, with the facelift that is coming up, this factory to the project. Oh, I can even do so now. This doesn't take too long, so yeah, let's tool it. That idea came a little late, I know. Alright, so this is this is the setup here. And we do have just 2 months. So I basically wasn't late. Okay, well, we'll take some time to hire the staff, though. I assume. No, that's fine. No loan for this. Total cost 34 million. Sign it off. And this is in time. Oh, wow. This is actually finishing 1 month ahead of time. Oh, that was fortunate then that I noticed it just in time. Ooh, expenses. Ouch! That is the factory retool there. Just takes 2 months, and then out comes the new car. There we go. Okay. So no sales yet, but whoa, 6.3 months worth of production. Ouch. I'll let it take 1 month just to be sure everything is in order, and then potentially start the facelift of things. And come on. What? Did it tick? Yes, it did tick. Okay, yes. There we go. Profit. It says we are running into factory overstaffing. And that must be... Oh, staff employed. Do they actually have staff employed for this one? If so, we should just... Oh, well, it's a tiny factory. It doesn't matter. They have no tooling, so it shouldn't really be an issue. But really? Are we just using 1.5 shifts of a small free for all the engines? When we have 2 factories working at 2 shifts on that? That one must be super efficient nowadays. Yeah, I mean, that matches up. Like 1,790 to 1,770. That's 20 engines that get thrown into the bin. That's fine. But I don't know. Like, could you please amp up production a little? Or we need to get rid of this problem in a different way. By adding the 3rd factory to it all. That should be reasonably quick. So let's go over here. And... select a project and configure the factory. Yes, it is the Pebble. We go for a medium 1 here as well. It's reasonably quick to build, 6 months. And let's select our favorites. So not the Sport, not the off-road. Let's make this one efficient. So just the family and the delivery. Adding 1 more doesn't really change much. But I guess we can keep it this way. Alright, these settings are workable. Let's go. That is a solid profit margin. We have all the engines that we need. Let's up the QA and tooling quality a little. Yeah, that's good. It's not too costly. Although, this is perfect because it annihilates some more of our profits. And thus gives us... less taxes to pay. Perfect. So here we go. No loan here either. Just sign it off. 64 million. Within 6 months, this one is online. Am I seeing this right? And the off-road is actually popular. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Where do we sell cars at the moment? 1,770 deliveries this month. And we can take a look. Sales data. Limited awareness? Nah, it's all good. Yes, like this. So this is actual market share in Gasmea. Considering that we are selling a Kei car, is this impressive or is it not? Especially in the sports budget. Really now? They love our car. I have to check this out. Sales breakdown. Gasmea. And sports budget. Where do we have you? There, it's the Pebble Sport. Oh my god. We are selling 31? No, okay, well, convertible does get some. 29 cars just into the Gasmean sport budget category. That's quite neat. It's a market share of 2% in that demographic. At an awareness of just 13%. That is impressive. Like, look at these bastards. The general, what do they sell? Family premium. Blech. That's not even a sports car. 7.2 sportiness compared to our... Where are we at now? Reselect company. I can probably just take that, right? Yes. To our 9.5. I mean, our car's just simply superior. Also, we have a devilishly handsome reliability number, while they do not. I hope. No, they have a higher reliability number. Also, they have a car that looks like it's made for a mafia boss. But alright, we need to fix this problem here. This is just not acceptable. 1.5 shifts of work there. Should be more split towards this one. And I think once we have another medium factory online, that problem will quickly go away. Massive amounts of expenses. And soon, I guess we wait for the factory to finish and then we start a facelift. Yeah, let's do that. 0 taxes paid. Yes, beautiful. And there comes the factory. Yep, okay, it's working at 1.1 shifts. How many? Oh, okay, it's just starting to work. Another month tick, and then we know what the new status is. And we can... That was perfectly chosen too. 2,600? And this just doesn't go down. Oh man. We produced loads of delivery. This one is super popular. Now everyone is working. No, this is target 2 shifts. And we are at... what percentage are we at? What are the numbers here? 1. Okay. So this is at 1.3 shifts, effectively, then. We are only building family and delivery in that one. So which one did have the off-road? Here we can see that. Oh, that's cool. That's good UI here. So currently produced, the Pebble. We are doing convertible, delivery, and off-road in this one. Oh, so they are strained for the delivery there. And then we have delivery and family in this. This is the newest edition. And then we have sport, utility, and city in this one. Right. Yeah, this one is too strained for that. It can't handle the delivery and off-road at the same time. And with these profits, I think we just need to up our marketing again. Get into more demographics. More fuel economy demographics. Let's put it up to 4 or 5, because they are going to love us. And reliability, some more drivability. It's going to be expensive. And footprint, what else do we have that really favors our cars? Maybe the agility stat? That would be light sports and stuff. We do have convertibles, so why not put that one up? It usually doesn't cost much. And yeah, this is pretty cheap. Let's put 2 in there. That gives us a nice boost into the convertible segments. Yeah, 3. Okay, copy to all. Copy to all. No, this one. This is the copy to all. Haven't changed these. All right, yeah, this is still fine. This is below 2 million. Back to hub. Let's check out our R&D. We need to burn some money. So how do we best want to do this? I want to upgrade our costs here to 2 million. And I think the best way to do this is going to be, I don't know. Another one in fuel system. That's always handy. Another one in engine architecture. Always good to have base quality in that. Driver assists, yeah, well, you see, if we were an actual sports car maker, then this would matter because we have to somehow get the power down, and traction control and stuff really helps you there. But I doubt we are going to... No, wait a sec. Soon we have turbos, so maybe we do need traction control for the cars that we built in the 70s. Between 76 and 1990. Oh yeah, and power steering is in there. Although I don't think we are ever going to use power steering because our cars are so damn lightweight. Sink another one into chassis instead. And maybe 2 into... or 3. Yep, perfect. 3 into body. Always good to have some quality there. Like, basically makes your car rust less and fall apart less. Kind of appreciated by our buyers. Or they tend to. So back to hub it is. New levels of spending. Look how small the pie is for this. Car production, research, marketing. This was tiny. It was about time to upgrade this. And you see now our factory also is kicking in. That is looking good. So now it's no longer overstaffing. Yeah, got rid of all the overstaffing payments that we had to make. And now I believe it is time for the facelift. And the actual production version of the Kei Sport. Before that, we do have something new here as well. It was just added yesterday evening. And that is a breakdown of the company valuation. So you can now see where the valuation is coming from. A new facelift it is, but that is something, the MK2s, is something that we're going to tackle in the upcoming episode. Not much of a change, I would believe, there. Because there's, well, just minor tweaks, hopefully, to do. But what I'm most interested in is if we can make an actually sporty Sportscar out of the Sport by using a contract factory for the engine that we have put so much money into making. See if it is worth it. I highly doubt it, but it is fun, so that's all that really matters. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. And smash that like button if you did, please. It helps the videos. And of course, leave a comment down below. And today, I want to know from you, for the entertainment of everyone, your best Gasmean fat jokes. Alright, there you go. Please, post below. I want to have a laugh, and everyone else too. Alright, have a good one. I shall see you guys next time. Now I can't even speak anymore. Cut it there, Killer. Cut it there.